like it's time to grind, just like the times when niggas lie. Hold up, back then was the bad days. Motherfuckers pushing mad weight. I was a crack baby. Tell me nothing about my mother and the struggle. See, I love you, then it's fucking trying to smoke when she hustle. Selling everything in the house, goddamn. She ain't give a damn about a spouse, goddamn. So my oldest brother had to man up, had to take care of us in the piece with 4 kids. And one on the way with no clip, no food in the fridge, on some post shit. Got food stamps from the neighbors. Tile work, they ain't ask no favors. Late night, he was shot bodegas. Up for bread, it's a meat, some mayo. Kool-Aid had about 4 flavors. And when time went to cash out, Aki lashed out. Told me he'd take food stamps. $15 for that kid, fuck all that shit. Then the young nigga noticed that it could be the coldest. Take back what they owed us. Whole world on the shoulders. No food in the kitchen but the stove work. $10 in the sack and he points to the back, say, "Aight, let me get that soda." 99 cents. It's hard to repent when you gotta pay rent. Baking soda's only 99 cents. Make it make sense, Lord, make it make sense. Baking soda's only 99 cents. It's hard to repent when you gotta pay rent. Baking soda's only 99 cents. Make it make sense, Lord, make it make sense. Yeah.
So let me get this shit straight. So I gotta go take out loans to go to school, to get a job, just to pay for the loans I took out in the first place? I'm looking at this arm and hammer like I should have a hammer in my arm right goddamn now. Shit ain't make no sense. Lord, make it make sense. Goddamn.
Baking soda's only 99 cents. Hey, it's hard to repent when you gotta pay rent. Baking soda's only 99 cents. Make it make sense, make it make sense. Baking soda's only 99 cents. 99 cents. You gotta pay rent. Baking soda's only 99 cents. Make it make sense, make it make sense.
I am black but comely, O ye daughters of Jerusalem, as the tents of Qadash, as the curtains of Solomon.
Check out my Hebrew drip, my Hebrew drip. You know I'm Hebrew fresh, with my Hebrew chick, and you do not want tests. I got my Hebrew click. I know you can't understand it, I'm on some Hebrew shit. Check out my Hebrew drip, my Hebrew drip. Check out my Hebrew drip, my Hebrew drip. You know I'm Hebrew fresh, with my Hebrew click. I know you can't understand it, I'm on some Hebrew shit. Check out my Hebrew drip. Clothes with a garment down to the foot. Lil' mama came back and took another look. The Frenches and them studs probably got her shook. But all I could tell her, I am not a crook. Whole team winning. Can't do it by myself, I brought my whole team with me. Tonight I need some help, I plan on killing these niggas. And I ain't talking murder, shorty feeling these niggas. I know she probably heard of us, One West, Harlem, New York, since 1969. Looking for an Israelite woman that I can get behind. Take her to the promised land. Show her good niggas exist. Fuck what her mama saying. You understand? Listen. Fourth dimension blue is my cologne. All I did was say shalom and she offered me a phone number. Especially when I'm in the zone, I tell fire to the moon, girl, you playing with the wrong. Check out my Hebrew drip, my Hebrew drip. You know I'm Hebrew fresh, with my Hebrew chick, and you do not want tests. I got my Hebrew click. I know you can't understand it, I'm on some Hebrew shit. Check out my Hebrew drip, my Hebrew drip. Check out my Hebrew drip, my Hebrew drip. You know I'm Hebrew fresh, with my Hebrew click. I know you can't understand it, I'm on some Hebrew shit. Check out my Hebrew drip. And you ain't never seen nothing like it with a drip so hard. Made her straight, she was dying cause a nigga cold as ice and sharper than a knife. I could change your whole life just by making you my white man. Look, that nigga got the boost, beer sprays, man. Look, that nigga got the garment with the shades, man. Look, that nigga got the spikes on his armband, and he got the Shiller David on his charm, man. No, I'm not lucky, I'm blessed. Yes, my lady in the dress, they hating, we dead fresh. I'm making their ass sweat with all this masculinity. I can tell she feeling me, my swag on infinity. And this ain't something you can buy. They asking who am I traded in my suit and tie. And I just got a garment from the captain. Catch me in the club smelling like black. Check out my Hebrew drip, My Hebrew drip, you know I'm Hebrew fresh. With my Hebrew chick, and you do not want tests. I got my Hebrew click. I know you can't understand, and I'm on some Hebrew shit. Check out my Hebrew drip. My Hebrew drip. Check out my Hebrew drip. My Hebrew drip, you know I'm Hebrew fresh. With my Hebrew click. I know you can't understand, and I'm on some Hebrew shit. Check out my Hebrew drip.
Thy cheeks are comely with rows of jewels, thy neck with chains of gold. We will make thee borders of gold and studs of silver. Hebrew drip.
Shalom, Israel. We're the ISUPK, start out at 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General Yohana. And we are not affiliated with any other Israelite group on the planet. We're located here, 5261 Delmar Boulevard, Suite A, St. Louis, Missouri, 63108. All right. We have classes here from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday, and from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. on Saturday. Call-in number for the classes is 712-832-8330 or 425-436-6260. All right, the pin for both is 825-1636. All right, this and every Saturday. It's like this and every Sunday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. We have Sharpen the Sword Radio, hosted by Captain DeGaulle Gabar. It's like it. It's the most controversial radio show to ever hit the city of St. Louis, right? And again, that's every Sunday from 1 p.m. It's like 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Call in if you have any questions. If you just want to discuss the topic, the call-in number for that is 712-832-8330, and the pin for that is 910-1409. All right. If you think you found something or think you understand something that the prophets of the ISUPK just don't understand, call up the show and we can discuss the issue. Right. See here. Coming up on the 9th of this month, next Friday, right outside at 5261 Delmar Boulevard. Commander General Yohana is doing it again. He's sending another truckload of food, you know what I mean, for the people of the city of St. Louis, right? And we're going to be having that from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. If you have any questions regarding classes or the food drive, call 314-696-8288. All right. Let me double check, see if we got any questions real quick. All right, we're going to hop right into it. So today is Lashawan Qadash. And today what we're going over is we're starting the 100 most common words, right? Now, we already did verbs, which were the basis of a lot of words, and also how you create a name, right? So what we're going through, right, is we in the ISUPK, what we in here doing, we not just coming in here playing dress up. What we in here doing is we in here taking back our culture, right? We dressing like we're supposed to dress as Israelite men and women, right? We coming in here acting like we're supposed to act as Israelite men and women. We're eating like we're supposed to eat as Israelite men and women. And this class is to get us to speak like the Israelite men and women we are, right? It's to give us back our language, right? This is a very important thing to a people, is how they communicate, right? So what we're building here, of course, is to, from your notes, be able to just go through your notes and write and speak and read whatever sentence you want to say, whatever thought or expression you want to make, to be able to do it in your own language, in your own tongue, right? So what we're gonna do is what we're gonna do today is going to start going over the most common words, right? All right, now so from what I found, there's usually about 3 iterations of the way a word is, right? Either a word is abbreviated as a prefix, it's abbreviated as a suffix, or it is a full word. And in some cases, right, there's all 3. All right. And so in this class today, we're going to start going over some of those which have a mixture of all 3, right? Some are prefixes and full words, some are suffixes and full words, some are all 3, right? All right, so let's start. All right, so this is the first set of words. Now, what you will notice is that when you look at words that cannot stand on their own right, such as the word like the, or and, or to, or in, those words are descriptors, right? Because whenever you say the, you're speaking about something in specific. When you say and, you're joining 2 things together. So there has to be those other things for the word and to even appear. To, when it's to something or to someone, right, it has to be to that person, right? So there's no need for an independent word of its own. It's used as a prefix rather than a suffix, and instead of a whole word, it is just a simple, like I said, prefix, right? So we start with the, and the in Hebrew is ha. All right, it is a prefix and a prefix alone. Of as a prefix. And of is the first one of these prefixes where you will see this. It, in English, gets separated from other words, such as, okay, so, for example, of is, let's see here. Of is the same prefix as, in one moment. Yeah, of is the same prefix as from, right? If it's of something, it's from something, right? That means that's where it is of, right? So you will also see that prefix ma also mean from, right? So this is one of the first ones where that you'll notice that in, like I said, in Hebrew, we use context to differentiate between what the word meant, if it was of or from. All right. Now, as a full word, it's shal, right? The sha and la are connected, right? So it's shal, not shala. Next up, we have and, which is wa, as a prefix. It is added at the beginning and not at the end of a word. All right. To is la. All right. All right. And in is ba. Quick second if you need the screenshot. All right, cool. Now we go to the next one. So next we have you. All right. So you comes in three forms, right? The first one, a tha, right? That's you as an individual, right? A thumb, that's you as in plural for men, masculine, right? Or if there's any men in the group, right? For it to be masculine, it just has to be one man in the group, right? So if it's six women and one man, it would be a thumb, right? Now, if you were just addressing women, it would be a thun with a na instead of a ma, all right? Next one, we have it, all right? It, which is in the Hebrew, hawa'ah, all right? Hawa'ah. All right. Now, as a suffix, right at the end of a word, if you were adding it to an end of a word, it would be wa. Next up, we have he. If you were adding he as a prefix or to the beginning of the word, it would be ya. All right. The word itself is hawa'ah. Now, in Hebrew, as you can see, he and it are the same word, unless it's specified. Inanimate things are given masculine terms, unless it's specified as feminine. They're given masculine terms. So, he and it in the Hebrew are the same thing. Again, that is where context comes in. So this is exactly what I was just talking about when I said sometimes there's different words, but they in Hebrew are the same thing, because English is a language made for deception, right? It's made for double talk, right? It's not meant to be something you can just parse out by hearing someone's words. You can say one thing. Three people can say the same exact thing and mean completely different things, just by their either tone or inflection, or even the situation surrounding them making the statement. Right? English is made to be flexible that way. All right, and Hebrew is not so. So, when we're going from English to Hebrew, we see that a lot of words tend to merge back into each other, whereas English broke them apart in the first place. right, next set. Now remember, for some reason, if this is too fast, for some reason, or you need to go back and review, you can pause here, take screenshot. All right, let's go over it. Now, on, the word on, all right, in Hebrew is il, all right, not il, il, all right. Next word is as, all right. It's ka as a prefix, so at the beginning of a word, all right, all right, or it's kama, all right, kama as a full word. His, his is like he, but instead of having the full word, it just is simply the prefix and the suffix of ya as the prefix and wa as the suffix. All right. Next word, they. They has a masculine and a feminine. Hum, ha and ma are connected. Hum is the masculine and hun is the feminine. All right. I, speaking of yourself, all right, not the body part, but yourself, as a prefix is right? First letter of the alphabet, or the alap. All right. And the word is ayan. It's ayan. All right. Start on the next set of words. All right. Next set of words we got. Now remember, right? These are the most common words used in the English language, right? And the reason we're doing the most common words used in the English language is because that's what we speak now, right? So what we're doing is we're going to learn how to take our sentences that we say now, how to restructure them, how to reformat them, and say them in Hebrew, right? So these are the most common words that you would be using or trying to communicate, right? First, we have from, right? Again, as a suffix, from is ma, all right? Just a simple letter, ma, all right? That will go at the beginning of a word, and that means from. From, as its own independent word, is mayan. Next, we have the word or. In the Hebrew, it is ah and wa connected. Ah. The next word is word. When they say word in Hebrew is dabar. Da ba ra, the ba and the ra connected. Dabar. All right. Say but. All right. But is a ball. A ba la are connected. A ball. Next word is what. What in the Hebrew is ma. All right. Ma and ha connected. Ma. All right. Go to the next ones. Slocky. All right, next to the word. And the most common words in the English language, all right, is all. All right. In Hebrew, it's kav. Ka and la are connected. The ah sound at the end of the log is dropped. It's kav. Next word we had, anaknawa. It means we. All right. The only two that connect in this word is the na and cha. All right. And it's pronounced anachnawa. All right. Now the word your. The next word we got up there is your. Your is only found as a suffix. All right. It's not a prefix, and it's not a full word in its own right, but it is a suffix. If it's for an individual, the suffix is ka. If it's your and you're speaking to a group of men or a group with a man in it, right? If you're speaking to one group, right, it's 20 women. Salaki. All right. Now, if you use the group, if there's a woman and one man, you would still use the masculine term. It's come, right? Ka and ma connected, right? If it's all women and nothing but women and there's a group, it's kun with the na at the end. The word which also is only a suffix, right? And its suffix is sha, alone. All right? All right. Next thing, she. All right. She as a word and of its own right is haya'ah. All right. That's how you say she. Haya'ah. But when you abbreviate it and use it in a sentence, generally you're attaching it to something else or something about her or a characteristic. Usually you're attaching it to a verb, right? Like let's say yapaha, right? If you were to say yapaha, it would translate to beautiful is she, because is an implied word in the Hebrew language, right? Is isn't its own independent word in Hebrew. It's implied, right? So if you were saying beautiful is she, it would be yapaha, not just yapa. All right. All right. Next word, do. Again, with do, it's generally attached, and for it is just simply da. All right, and it is attached at the beginning as a prefix. So da. All right, how, as in how do you do something, or how is something happening? The question, how? Ayak. All right, in the Hebrew, it's ayak. All right, next up, the word if, like in an if-then statement. It is and ma connect. Make the word And again, we're going over these multiple iterations simply because going over these iterations, we're about to, like I said, the entire purpose and goal of this class is to restore this part of your culture to you, right? We already dress more like we used to. We dress in our warlike apparel. We dress like Israelites instead of what America expects us to dress like, or even likes us dressing like, right? So this too is a part of it, so we can speak to each other in our own language, in our own tongue, right? It learning a new language is an extremely it is a challenging thing, but it is rewarding, right? The the feeling of understanding something and becoming fluent in something, especially when it belongs to you, right? It, it it's nothing else like it, right? All right, let's go to the next word. right, next up we have up other. All right. It is pronounced achar. Achar. All right. All right, next word is out. All right, and that's pronounced yataza. Ya, ta, and za. None of them connect, so all of them are said as is. Yataza. Next is like, which is spoken as ka as a prefix, right? This attaches to the beginning of a word. All right. Next up, into. Into is all. All right. All right, next group of words. All right, we have go. All right, go in the Hebrew is halak. I got ha, la, and ka. Spells halak. All right, next word we got is C. C is Ra'ah. All right, it's pronounced Ra'ah. All right. Next word. Next word is usually the first word most people learn in just about any language. No. La'ah. All right. Spell just how it's pronounced. La and ah do not connect. Therefore, it is just La'ah. Next word is call, which is Quora. Again, it is just like it is pronounced. Ra. All right. All right. Let's get to the next set. All right, next set of words we got. The word for number is mana. Ma, na, and ha spells the word for number in Hebrew, which is mana. Next word for people is I'm. All right. Ein and the ma. Yeah, ein. All right. Next word is oil. That's right. Oil. All right. And oil is shaman. Shamana. The man, the not connected. Shaman. All right. Next word is now. The Hebrew is aita. All right. So ein, a th, and the ha. Th and ha connected. So it's a th. All right. Next list we have. First word is time, right? The same word for time is also the same word for day. And in the Hebrew it is pronounced yawam. All right, yawam. Yah, Wah, and Ma, yawam. Why and Ma are connected. Next word. Find. All right, the word find. Mataza'ah is find in Hebrew. Next word we had is a rock. A rock means long. All right. Next word up is down. All right. Mata. All right. That's how you say down. All right. The next part of this list is actually a refresher because the next set of words on the list of the most common words in the English language are numbers, which makes sense because we use numbers quite frequently in everything that we do. So the next set, like I said, is a refresher. You know, it's your numbers. right, here we go with the numbers 1 through 10. Start out with number 1. Achad. All right. A, Cha, and Da. Achad. The next number is 2. Shanya. Sha and Na are connected. Ya is independent. Shanya. All right, next we got after that. Number 3 being Shalash. All right. Sha, La, Sha. La, Sha connect. All right. Next word, next number in order. Shabbat. That's like Salakia. Number 4 is Arabai. Ra, Ba, and I. When the I connects to the end of another letter, generally the sound in the previous letter gets dropped and just simply replaced with the I. All right. So it's Arabai. Next word, number 5. Chamash. Oh. Salakia. All right, yeah. All right, so we got Chamash for 5. Next is Shasha for 6. Next up, the number 7 is Shabai. Again, the Ba and the I are connected. So we have Shabai. Number 8, Shamawana. Sha, Ma, Wa, Na, and Ha. Na and Ha connect. Shamawana. All right, next one we got up is number 9, which is the Shy. Followed by 10, which is Aishara. All right. Next one's up. Get or acquire. All right. It's lock. All right. Next word we have after that is come. All right. To come. All right. Is ba'a. Next thing we have up, that S, right? That S is the suffix. It is what in English makes things plural, right? In the Hebrew we use yum, right? Yum is what we use to make words plural. All right. All right, next we have up is lift. All right. To lift something in the Hebrew, it's sha'ah. All right, sha'ah. All right. All right, so this group of words we got starts off with part. All right, part meaning to split, to separate, to divide. All right, it's parad in Hebrew. All right. Next we have Aisha, which means made or make, right? To make. All right. And next we have water. This is mayam. All right. Ma, ya, and ma. All right. Like water, which is mayam. Next we have the word fire, which in the Hebrew, it's ash, not ash. Ash. The and sha are connected, and it's ash. All right. All right, finishing up for the day. We have drink, which is shakwa. All right. Next we have eat, a call. All right. After that we have sleep, which is shakab. All right. And finally we have arise, which is quum. Now, arise is also one of those words in the Hebrew language that also has multiple spellings depending on when and where you find it in the text. Right? A lot of times, especially it's the same thing that happened with the word shalom, which is why fake Israelites say shalom, because anytime they heard a something that somewhat sounded like an O, they would put a wa in there, right? So a lot of times you will see it spelled for wum, right? But again, it's just one of those words that over our history has been altered. Does get altered sometimes. All right. All right, and with that, we're at our time for the evening. The next Lashawan class, we will be going over a couple more vocabulary words, but what we will mainly be focusing on is taking the words from this week and the next lesson and creating full sentences, full conversations from it, right? And using only the words that we've gone over on this one and the next one, right? Now, of course, you're going to want to go over all of your notes, because even though these are the base words, right, what we went over before, a lot of words are combinations, right? So you're going to want to go over your different combinations as well. All right? All right, so with that, shalom.